Hey, peace world. Thanks for pressing play on another Pay Me No Mind sports and entertainment video. My name is Wood. Please consider becoming a subscriber. Any engagement whatsoever, liking the video, sharing the video, leaving a comment, all of that would be immensely appreciated. Shout out to all the recent new, the newly gained subscribers. The channel's really been taking off lately. I appreciate that 3,000%. Look, I'm gonna jump into it, man. I know I have a. You don't have to tell me in the comments. I know these two things don't really mesh too well. I'm sitting here in the Philadelphia Eagles retro. Because it's retro is mainly why I'm wearing it. And then I'm rocking my Joe Frazier heavyweight champion of the world from Philadelphia. That's more of what the ensemble is about. And it's kind of emblematic of how I am with my teams anyway. But anyway, this video is just a quick hit on the whole Washington Redskins situation with the new rumblings and grumblings and the reality that a change in the nickname is probably not too far away. To be honest, it's probably not too far away. We see this group of investors has come in. For some reason, the fact that they manage over $600 billion worth of assets is a big detail that's being trotted out there. FedEx, CEO of FedEx, has a 10% stake, I believe, in the franchise. This CEO, Frederick, I think is his last name. They've written a letter asking them to change the name, asking Snyder to change the name, who boldly said back in 2013 on some Ike Turner stuff, the name stays. You can use caps. It's never changing. You can use caps. I think that was to USA Today, maybe was where the quote was. And then everything that's going on, you know, in the wake of the killing of George Floyd in Minneapolis, which is incidentally where the Redskins, I believe, won their last Super Bowl. And there was a large Native American contingent at that Super Bowl, protesting the name of who went on to win that Super Bowl, the Washington Redskins. Trying to think what else did I want to set in the table. But so I want to check out this ACLU video with this racial expert that they have. The ACLU has. It's on the ACLU YouTube channel. Really phenomenal. It's an hour and 40 minutes. I watched every bit of it in one sitting. It was the longest video I ever watched on here. But this brother talks about the Confederacy in the United States today. It was actually back in 2017. It was live streamed then. Just well presented information. And it kind of ties into this right here. And why I made this video was because earlier this morning, I just had to leave the two Washington Redskin fan groups or fan pages that I had been on. I just had to leave them, man, because I'm tired of the idiots. By and large, it's a lot of white people who want to hold on to the name, and I can understand your opinion. I really can hear you, but a lot of the reasoning in doing so is just it doesn't work. It's ignorant at this point, and that's what it is. To say that people are pussies, people are weak, people are soft, the political correct thing, all of that, nobody has time. We don't have time to waste on arguing with you and even conversing with you. That's how you feel. Pretty much kill yourself. Like, no one cares about that. This just might be a situation where you don't have the numbers. You're in the minority at this point with that thinking. Even if the people who want it to stay, even if it is the larger group, politically, economically, just logically, sensibilities, or sensical. It's just a rap on the name, pretty much. You wouldn't go up to anybody else talking about, "What's up, Redskins?" or "Look at them Redskins over there." You probably wouldn't do that. You probably wouldn't go out to any of these Native American tribes and address anybody as a Redskin. And if you can't do that, then what the hell is the name? What are we holding on to the name for? Because now, I don't care about who it offends or who's offended or if it's offensive. As a fan that rocks with the team, a major concern for me, because I don't want to necessarily offend people, but I don't want to be ignorant in having some shit across my chest that's offensive to somebody, or it's up in the air. It's debatable. Just give me something. I just want the Lakers. I just want the Bulls, the Pistons. I just want something I can go out and I don't have to. The Orioles. I just want something that's simple, man. Everything don't have to be so freaking complicated right now. But I know some of the white people with this bold, this strident allegiance to this name. Some of this is bullshit. It really, like a lot of this shit that people are trying to hold on right now with these statues, these Confederate generals' names coming off of buildings and shit. The Confederate flag coming down in Mississippi. I mean, nobody questioned why brothers been running around for years with rebels on their helmets and on their jerseys. That shit is just oxymoronic AF. But I get it. At least Mississippi State was like, man, we're gonna be bulldogs. But let me get to one thing really quickly. I done made this video. I done made an 18-minute video and a 20-minute video trying to get this point out there. An interesting thing to take a look at, since we want to call people pussies and people are soft. Years ago, I don't know, 5-6 years ago, ESPN's Bomani Jones, one morning, in Bomani fashion, being the smart aleck that he is, he wore a t-shirt that had Caucasians across the word Caucasians across it, and then he had a logo of a white male that was kind of fashioned like Chief Wahoo for the Cleveland Indians. Kind of in that same, how it was kind of a caricature, or it is a caricature. And had the t-shirt on. For a spot that he did, he was on one of the shows. And like by lunch or a couple hours later, all hell broke loose. People did not like that he had that on. I'm sorry. Caucasian is a box that you can check on a census form, a job application, a loan application, probably several other documents or requests that you would fill out. Ain't no box to check for Redskin. So again, when we come out here and try to be funny, the 49ers, that's offensive. The Cowboys is offensive. The Blackhawks. Come on, bro. Like, somebody could be from, I think the Blackhawks was a tribe maybe, or it's something tribe related. Braves, you can say something. You can use these phrases in public right now and not question. Man, was that cool to say that? So don't play ignorant, man. Nobody has time to waste on a lot of this shit, man. Some of this stuff with these statues that are coming down, the George Preston Marshall, the owner, of the Redskins, that they gotta, if you have to remove the statue of somebody, everything that they probably did needs to be looked at through a different lens. I was saying this to someone else, I was making a point before I left the Facebook groups. I used to listen to music as a 16, 18-year-old. I wanted everybody to know how great hip hop was and all this dope stuff that I'm listening to and all these strong, lyrics and messaging and all of this stuff. I'm blasting it out of my car so that other people hear it or my mom hears it. But then you get older and you get an understanding that everything these dudes are rapping about like ain't on the up and up. You probably shouldn't have your kids listening to this stuff. Some of the stuff you listen to is really disrespectful to your wife. So maybe you need to listen to that in the basement or in your earbuds. Or if you at a light and it's an older, I don't care if it's a white lady, a black lady, Asian lady, this stuff that you like is probably offensive. Like, this shit ain't okay to be playing loud. It's cool if you want to buy it, but that doesn't mean you have to push it on someone else when you're at the light next to them. So as you get older and you start realizing this stuff, like, damn, let me knock that off. Let me discontinue that habit. And that's kind of where we are here now, that whether you like it or not, the phrase probably just doesn't fit in today's lexicon. And then, like I said, don't make it like people are just pussies about this if a certain percentage of people called in to voice their concern or their displeasure or their dislike for the fact that a man wore a shirt with Caucasians on it. Y'all don't want y'all's team? Y'all don't want y'all franchise? Okay. So I'm gonna just leave it at that. That's at 12 minutes, it's too long. I just don't want to walk around looking ignorant. I want a bird, a state bird or a bird in the region, the monuments, hell. I really don't want that one. But anyway, man, my name is Wood, man. Check out that ACLU video and take that in. Pretty heavy stuff. Well delivered, though. And let me get on off of here, man. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Peace.